Alright guys, so welcome back to yet another video. Today of course we're handicapping Saratoga Friday's card. We're going to be diving into the early pick 4 races 2 through 5. Once again, if you was with me yesterday, we had we've been getting very bad luck with the weather. We had a fast main track but a good turf yesterday. We played that early pick 4. We got bounced out of the first race, but we like the following races to follow, so we played a pick 3 that actually hit yesterday for 54. So that was pretty good. We wound up we lost the pick 4, but winning that pick 3 got us back at a good number for the day. So we didn't really bother too much with the late pick 4. Like I said, those weather conditions, just I don't like betting it unless unless it's fast and firm. And that's what we get today, and hopefully for the rest of this weekend. I checked the forecast. We should be good weather-wise throughout this weekend, so we actually really could start diving into handicapping these races more accurately. So, today, like I said, I've pre-handicapped races 2 through 5. I've checked the weather. We have no worries about the weather. I checked the scratches already, everything that came out, all the changes. So going into this pick 4, we should have no troubles, guys, with weather or any lake changes, hopefully, but without any further ado, we're just going to dive into it. I'll be going through each race, as I always do, let you know how it play out, and I'll be giving you my late pick 4 ticket towards the end, so stay tuned for that. So race number 2, we have a 5.5 furlong turf race for allows optional $45,000 claim in state bred. 9 winners of 2 lifetime. So in this race, what I did see in this race, it's a 5.5 furlong turf race at Saratoga. We know at Saratoga you got to have that speed in these 5.5 furlong turf races. We know the inside post positions aren't as good, and we want to identify the speed in here. So in this race, I did go 4 deep in here. This is an 8-horse field. I went 4 deep in this field, starting off with the 1 horse, driven by Luis Saez, trained by George Weaver. This was good connections. This horse was last time out a 2nd place, finished at this level, at this condition. Was claimed last time out for $45,000. That's a high level claimer. Brings him back in at this spot. He was a must use on the ticket. Should be laying tactically close with Luis Saez. Not so much on the lead, but he could get a good trip. I know the rail position isn't where you really want to be in these 5.5 furlong turf races, but Luis Saez is a great jockey. He should get him out of the gate. Should be laying close tactically. Should be closing, once again, running 2nd at the level last time out. The 3 horse in here, I believe, was a scratch. We didn't give a look to. The 4 horse in here, we didn't give a look. Has faced this level of competition in his last 4 starts. Hasn't had any real excuses in those last 4 starts. Hasn't shown any speed. He was a chuck out in this race. The 5 horse, a little bit too short of a price in here. He's making a step up in class, coming in from Gulfstream Park. Coming in from South Florida up to New York. They spent money to ship this horse in. He does draw a look. Junior Alvarado gets aboard for the first time. We just thought with this horse's running style, got to show speed in these type of races. He's going to be coming from off the pace, even though he's shown great form over the 5 furlong going at Gulfstream, and at Gulfstream you need to have that speed early on, but he was able to place in his last 8 races. So this horse does draw a look. We're just gonna gamble today that he doesn't get that exact trip he's looking for, off the pace. I don't know if it'll work today. At 9-2, we're looking for a little bit of a better price. 7 horse was a horse we used in here. He's a winner at this condition before, has shown speed at the level. So we have to place him on a ticket with that speed aspect of the 7. 8 horse draws the same profile as the 7. He's a winner at the condition before, has shown good speed. He's a winner at Saratoga. We had to draw him in, and George Weaver, he draws 2 in today. We like that angle of betting both of the trainers' horses that he brings in. Like I said, this one should be show speed. The other one should be tactically close. We're gonna draw this one in at 12-1. He was a use in here. And then we went down. We didn't use the 9 horse. He's stepping up in class, coming out of extended sprint distances. He's going to have a tough go of it today, closing. Arad Ortiz, who just won with him last time out, gets off to ride this 10 horse, who he's a must-use on the ticket for the simple fact Arad Ortiz Jr. has won with a number of these horses in here and elects to get off of, like I said, the 7 horse. Arad Ortiz Jr. has won with on the lead. Speed, you like that angle. He's won with this horse last time out. He jumps off to ride this horse that he's won with 2 starts ago. This horse hasn't won on the turf yet, but last time out did run a better race than the 7. This horse is going to be showing good speed, has shown speed in all of his career starts pretty much. Arad Ortiz Jr. got his pick today, Mike Maker, at 9-5. It's a short price, but he's a contender in this spot and a must use. So at 9-5, we include him on the ticket. As far as our top picks goes, I'm actually going to make this 8 horse at 12-1 my top pick. I just like the speed he possesses. I believe this is going to be a speed of this race, along with the 7 horse, who's going to show a lot of speed. But I'm going to make the 8 horse my top pick, along with that 1 horse, the other George Weaver, as my third pick. As my second pick, I'm going to make the 10 horse my third pick, and I'm going to make this 7 horse my fourth pick as another long shot that should show speed. I went 4 deep once again to get us out of the first leg of the pick 4. We're going to dive into this third race, second leg of the pick 4, where I went 3 deep, but was able to we got lucky and was able to get 4 horses because of this couple entry right here coming up that I'm going to talk about. We have a mile on an inner turf for maiden special weight 3-year-olds and upward. We have a Klitschko Command Joe Rosario runner in here that draws number 1. This horse is it's his second start of his 3-year-old campaign. He's a second as a 2-year-old routing for the first time. That is tough to do. This horse has talent. Last time out coming off an extended layoff, running 4th against a number 2 other horses in this spot. Had a little bit of trouble. Extended layoff. Give him another shot today. Should lay tactically close. Should be finishing late. We got the 1A in here. Who didn't really, we gave a look to. He's coming off an extended layoff. Arad Ortiz Jr., Danny Gargan, good connections. Trying turf for the first time. Has run good numbers on the dirt. Should show solid speed. I don't know if he'll be too close up on the lead, but he should be tactical with Arad Ortiz Jr. coming off of freshening. And we get him because we like the 1 horse, so he's added on a ticket automatically. And then we have the 2 horse in here, who we actually like the best in this field. We like betting speed at the distance, at the level, at the level of competition. This horse possesses that. Manny Franco jumps back aboard. We got Todd Pletcher. Like I said last time out, he doesn't sport blinkers. Had a little bit of trouble. Was bumped at the 8 pole. He showed speed against 2 other runners in here. Now we know speed at Saratoga on the turf routing isn't as good as it is sprinting on the turf. So, he's a little bit up against it with that bias, just a little bit. But I think he should show the most speed in this group. And, you want a better horse that's going to definitely be on the lead. So we included him on the ticket as well. The 4 horse was a first-time starter in here, who we gave a look to. Sports, bullet workout coming in. Bill Mon, Junior Alvarado, that's hot. Old-time connections. But just first-time routing. There's not much speed in this field. I think he'll just have a little bit too much to do. First time routing, we know that the trainer thinks he probably doesn't have as much speed. So we left him off the ticket. A 5 horse is another first time starter. I really just don't like betting first time starters first time out unless the field is weak. There's a number of horses that have been competitive at this level of competition already, so it'll be tough to win first time out against this group. We left him off the ticket. The 6 horse was the first horse we left off the ticket, actually, driven by Luis Saez, Jeremiah Englehart. This horse, he will be tough if he could show more speed than the 2. We're hoping that the 2 shows more speed than the 6. And even if the 6 does show that speed, I believe he'll be doing too much early for this horse to, be competitive late with especially the 1 horse. And I'm going to just dive down to the 9 real quick. This is the 3rd horse we used in here. Was the favorite last time out against those common-like runners. But this horse has one advantage to him. He's the only second time router on the turf in here. He's going to improve off that effort against probably the likes of the 1 and the 2. Chad Brown, Jose Ortiz. He's going to be off the pace. We kind of like that angle routing on the turf. I think the 9 horse is going to get the best trip. This is a 7-horse field, so the post position doesn't really matter today. Breaking from the outside, he's going to be able to pick his spot, and hopefully we get a good ride by Jose Ortiz today. So we went 1, 2, and 9 in this race. Like I said, we're betting against that 6-horse. Who I believe is just going to have too much to do with early. And just to touch on the 7-horse, he's another first-time starter like we spoke about with the 4 and the 5. We just think a first-time starter is not good in this spot, because there's a number of horses that have been competitive at this group. So we went 1, 2, 9, get us out of the second leg of the pick 4 to go into the third leg, was just the fourth race, and this race was extremely tricky in here. We love the horse at 8-1 that got scratched. It was a late scratch, so we had to take him off the ticket, and include another horse in here that we left off first off the ticket. This is a seven furlong race for state bred 25 New York breds. Diving into it, the 1 horse. This horse hasn't won in any recent time, has been facing this level of competition of recent, has facing a number of these horses in this field. This horse just looks like he doesn't get the trip, doesn't fit with this level of competition today. Same with this 1A, didn't like him, has been beaten by a number of horses in here. Matter of fact, I just want to dive straight into the favorite in this field, because this field is weak and it's a little tricky. But this 8-horse deserves to be your even money morning line favorite. He was a winner at the condition last time out. Going to be tactically close. George Weaver again. Believe he has a number of good runners today. Irad Ortiz Jr. gets back aboard. Winner at the level last time out by 3.5 lengths. Should be tactically close. He's a must use on his ticket, but we have to try to beat an even money shot. So to beat him, we included this 6-horse, and I just want to briefly speak on this 6-horse because this is an angle that not too many people know about, but it's a very, very sneaky angle. So this trainer right here, Rob Atras, he's trained a number of horses in here, including your even money morning line favorite. We trained him in his last start. He's also trained the 7-horse in this field. He's also trained the 2-horse in this field. And I believe that's the only, he might have trained. Okay, yeah, so he's trained the 2, the 7, and the 8 in this field. So he knows a number of these runners. Manny Franco jumps back aboard with this horse. He's won at this level of competition before. He is 6-1 today. He ran a great race. This was actually a claim back for Rob Altris back on January 21st. He lost them. Claimed them back on April 30th. This was a weak field, April 30th. A number of runners coming out of that race are just very weak contenders, but this horse won, was claimed out of that race, was stepped up in class, ran a big numbers first time out, back in the barn of Rob Altris. We chucked that last race last time out, was in tougher competition, drops him in class today. We like that angle. It's going to be tactically close with Manuel Franco. He just drew a look at 6-1 a day over a lot of these horses. The 7-horse was the first horse we just did not include. That last race, he was destroyed by the even money favorite on the morning line. Didn't show good speed that day last time out against him. 2 starts ago, once again, that April 30th race was very weak. Showed speed against that field, could not hang on, was lost against the 6-horse who we spoke about. Like I said, this horse, I believe, is just going to be up against it today. Should show the most speed. I just think that 7 furlong distance is so tricky. We saw a odds-on favorite yesterday have a huge lead going 7 furlongs and lost with Irad Ortiz Jr. So the 7 furlong distance is very tricky. You need stamina, you need fitness. This horse does not support any of it, having no excuse in his last start against the even money shot. So he draws a look with the speed, but I don't think he's going to be doing too much running late. The 5 horse was a huge scratch. We're not going to speak on him because he's already scratched out of this race. But in this field, we was looking for a fresh face, and that's what the 5 horse possessed, and that's what this 4 horse, who we included on the ticket, possesses a little bit of as well. Now he has faced off against the 7 horse in here, Big Mountain, but that race was March 28th. It was in a sloppy racetrack. This horse not too well on a sloppy going. This is a claim by Jeffrey Englehart. We like that angle. He's won with this horse for the Open 12.5 level. You know, he's been facing Open Company a lot of his races. Last time out was Infamous State Bred 45, second time out. But we're also looking for a cutback in this race because we do want horses that are going to be finishing. Even though that mile and a 16 at Belmont is a one-turn race, it's still a mile and a 16 cutting back to 7 furlongs. He should have finished. We like the angle of Luis Saez jumping aboard for the first time. Like I said, we're just looking for that fresh face angle, and that's what the 4 horse possesses with Luis Saez. We're hoping for him to be tactically close. Hopefully in that second fight behind the 7 and the 8, and we're hoping for the 6, the 4 and the 6, just to get the best, run the best numbers in here. The 2 horse was a horse we couldn't include. Too short of a price. Has not won since last year in the Pletcher Born. Has had a tough go of it. For these other borns, did almost win by nose 3 starts ago, but that last effort last time out did not back that up. Just for these connections, I'm gonna have to see something today. At 9-2 was a little bit too short of a price. I had like the 6 horse over the 2 horse who faced off against each other last time out. Sports a better price. Rob Atras, I like that trainer angle against the 2. So we had to leave him off the ticket at 9-2. The 3 horse just up against it once again, losing to a number of these horses in his last 3 races. His form is very leery. We had to leave him off the ticket. So that brings us 3 deep with the 4, the 6, and the 8, trying to beat that 8 horse who's even money, who is going to run the toughest race. But we went 4, 6, 8 to get us out of the 3rd leg, to bring us into the last and final leg of the pick 4. We have race number 5. We have another 5.5 furlong turf sprint for maiden special weight. In this race, we strictly went with the speed. In this field, we're hoping for the most speed out of this 5 and the 8. We're just going to dive into the 2 horse. This is a second-time starter on the turf. He drew a look in this race. Manny Franco drives. You can't ignore that second-place effort. It was by a nose. The number was solid in this group. We just hoping he gets beat for speed today. And we have 2 horses that are more talented in front of him. The 3 horse gave a look. He's second at this condition before. Did lose to 2 horse last time out. Had a little bit of trouble. We know this. The tactics of the 2 and the 3 do not really fit in this field. Coming from off the pace, we like speed horses. The 4 horse, we had a first time starter in here. Drew a little bit of a look. Dylan Davis driving for the first time, but we like first time starters that draws into a weak field. This is a field that has had good numbers at this level of competition. This is a competitive field this horse is trying to win first time out against. So we left him off the ticket. The 5 horse in here was our first horse we included. Is the lone second time starter in this field. Has faced off against a number of these horses. Has shown good speed at this level of competition. Jose Ortiz gets back to board. We know he's the very aggressive jockey, especially in these sprints. So we include him on the ticket. Should show that speed. 6 horse, we left him off. Up against it, weight disadvantage. Does draw Luis Saez first time out. Got to give a look a little bit. Should show a little bit of speed, but has been beaten in those last 2 races by a number of these horses. You got the 7 horse in here. He was the first horse we left off the ticket. It wouldn't surprise me if he won. His form is just terrible. He hasn't raced on turf, but this is Chad Brown. This is Ray Ortiz Jr. jumping on for the first time on the turf. Chad Brown's a little bit cold at Saratoga right now. We're already betting him early on. We're hoping for that win. So we're hoping today he just doesn't show that speed as he hasn't shown in his first 2 career starts. This is a turf race today. Um, you know, that's what we're hoping for today because we have the 8 horse in here. Wesley Ward, Johnny Velasquez. Love these connections. One of my favorite jockeys to play, John Velasquez, especially with a speed horse. This is your speed of the speed. It looks like, along with the 5, has shown speed in his first 2 starts. Has the best numbers in this field. Wesley Ward, John Velasquez, turf sprint, getting the firm going for the first time. Has faced good tracks in his last 2. So, with the how the track plays out, this horse should show the most speed and should be fit enough to finish. The 9 horse, we just left him off the ticket. His face, a fast going in his last 2 starts trying to turf for the first time. It's an Illinois bred. If we're gonna bet a first time starting on turf, it would have been the 7. So we left him off the ticket. I just think he's gonna have a little bit too much to do to it in this race. Along with all the other runners, we're just gonna take it that the 5 and the 8 gonna show the most speed and just gonna hold on late. So that concludes that'll conclude our pick 4 ticket today. And we're just gonna recap. This is a tough sequence, guys. This is a very, very tough sequence. 1 second. So in the second race, we're gonna go with 4 horses. We're gonna go 1, 7, 8, 10, and then third leg we're gonna go 1, 2, 9 to get us out of this the second leg. Fourth leg we're gonna go, or third leg we're gonna go 4, 6, and 8. And then the last leg, we're going to go 5 and 8 to get us out of the pick 4, guys. That's it for today. I will be looking to do more videos coming up shortly. This is going to be a great weekend of racing. Please stay tuned for more videos. We have Gulfstream Park, we have Saratoga, and we have Del Mar. All weather conditions are looking good for this weekend. We have stake races. This is going to be a big weekend, guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to have more coming up. But good luck to your tickets today. And hopefully you all get a hit today. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next one.